Hello. Today we need to talk about a very important development involving Edochie and Mr. Emeka Ugwuonye. Now, for those who may not have followed the backstory closely, let me take a moment to explain. At some point, Mr. Emeka Ugwuonye presented himself to the public as May's lawyer. He gave the impression that he was representing May, but later on he resigned from that role. The surprising thing is this: even when he was presenting himself as May's lawyer, instead of acting like a professional and keeping her matters private, he was already making a lot of content online about me. And even after resigning, he continued posting, commenting, and discussing her personal issues publicly. That is something completely unlike how a real lawyer should behave. Lawyers are supposed to protect their clients' confidentiality, not turn them into content for social media. Now, May is someone who has always chosen privacy. She does not put her marriage matters or personal life out in public. She carries herself with dignity and grace. But unfortunately, Mr. Emeka has not respected that boundaries. And that's exactly why her legal team, Grey Law Partners, stepped in. They issued a very strong letter to him. In that letter, they accused him of cyberbullying, cyberstalking, malicious defamation, and several other offenses. They gave him 48 hours to take down all the posts he had made about me, issue a public apology, and on top of that, pay 1 billion naira in damages. Yes, you heard me right, 1 billion naira. But then 1 billion naira is not a small figure. Some people might argue that it's more of a strong warning than an amount anyone expects him to actually pay. Can he actually afford that amount? Anyway, because realistically, how many individuals can pull out 1 billion naira just like that? Regardless, the point is clear. His actions have caused significant damage, and May team is putting weight behind that claim. Now, you would think after receiving a letter like that, or at least hearing about it, Mr. Emeka will panic or try to calm down. But no, he has taken a bold stance. He made a post saying he heard about the letter and that he's just waiting to receive it officially.
I got a letter from somebody in Lagos who claimed to be representing her, but they didn't write my address well. I dismissed their letter. I'm waiting for them to send that proper letter. Because when I get their letter, I know what to do and I know how to respond. First, they have to establish that they truly represent her.
That kind of confidence shows he is preparing for a legal battle. But is Mr. Emeka truly ready for what is coming? Because male lawyers are not playing around. But defamation case can be very serious, especially when someone's reputation and livelihood are at stake. May is not just a private individual. She's a brand ambassador, an influencer, and a public figure with an endorsement. Any false statement against her can cause real financial loss. That is why her team is demanding such a huge amount of damages. But Mr. Emeka seems to believe he has nothing to lose. He looks ready to test this in court. Maybe he thinks he has evidence to defend himself. Maybe he just wants to stand his ground. Or maybe it's all about clout. Whatever the reason, he's clearly not backing down. However, this shows that May has reached her limit. She has been quiet for so long, allowing people to talk, but now she's saying enough is enough. By involving her lawyer, she's making it clear that she will no longer tolerate anyone using her name for content or dragging her into online drama. I also think this case sent a big message. You cannot just attach yourself to a celebrity or a public figure, call yourself their lawyer, and then start using their name for personal content. It's unprofessional and it can be damaging. May team wants to make sure that anyone else thinking of doing the same thing will think twice. So as we wait to see what happens next, I want to ask you, what do you think about Emeka's real motivation here? Do you believe he's truly standing for something, or is this just clout chasing at the expense of May's peace? And do you think May will actually push this case all the way through the court, or will it settle before it gets that far? Let me hear your take in the comments. Let's talk about something brighter. Aside from all the legal drama surrounding her name, May Edochie is warming up for her birthday this month, and if you know May, you already know her birthdays are never ordinary. Every year it feels like the whole world comes together to celebrate her. Fans from different countries, friends, supporters, even people who have never met her in person always make it a big deal. You see gift pouring, videos of fans dancing for her, churches and groups sending prayers, and online timeless filled with with love. It's really beautiful to watch. And the big question is, what exactly earned May this kind of love? Why does she have this wide, genuine support that cuts across nations? I think the answer lies in who she is and how she carries herself. From the beginning of all the challenges in her personal life, May has shown nothing but dignity, strength, and grace. She never rushed online to rant. She never traded insults. She never lost her composure. Instead, she stayed calm, prayerful, and focused on her children and her business and her growth. People naturally connect with someone who handles pain with grace. They see her as a symbol of resilience. And the more she stays quiet and composed, the more love she attracts. May is not just about looks or fame. She has built herself as a brand. She's consistent, she's elegant, and she represents hope for many women who feel they don't have a voice. Her story inspires women across different nations, and even men admire her for her strength. And let's not forget, May is actually very warm when it comes to her supporters. And she carries herself like someone who truly values love. That humility is part of why the love keeps growing every year. So as her birthday approaches this month, I know we are about to see another wave of love from across the world. Churches will pray, fans will send gifts, ambassadors will post, tribute, and social media will be buzzing with her name. And honestly, she deserves it because May has turned her pen into strength, her silence into dignity, and her life into an example of grace. Now, let me ask you, what do you think is real reason why people love May so deeply? Now, when we talk about birthday, there are people who keep it quiet, and then there are people who turn it into a full-blown statement. And you already know which category Bobrisky fall into. As usual, Bobrisky celebrated her birthday in her own unique way by making a statement with her photo shoot. This year concept, a mermaid trap in a net. Now, love her or hate her, one thing you cannot deny is that Bobrisky knows how to grab attention. She doesn't just do regular photo shoots. Every birthday, she tries to push the boundaries and come up, with something that will get people talking. And clearly, she succeeded again because social media is buzzing. And of course, as expected, the reaction are mixed. Some fans are praising her creativity, saying the mermaid costume was bold and unique. Others are criticizing it, saying it's over the top of unnecessary. But let's be honest, Bobrisky thrives on this, mix of reaction. The more people talk, the more she wins. And this is something we have to give to her: consistency. Every year she raises the bar for herself. Whether you like the idea or not, you are still talking about it. That's the power of branding. And Bobrisky understands it well. So as we celebrate her birthday, it's clear she's once again proving that she knows how to stay in the spotlight, from costume to concept. She will always find a way to get attention. She even went to the zoo to play around.
Show them. Zoom it. It's scary. Will it come to us? No. Are you sure? Let's go. Let's go. Oh my God, Anna. Oh my God, where's the big one? Oh my God.
Let's shine the spotlight on Eniola Badmus, who just celebrated her 30th birthday. And wow, she's looking absolutely amazing. Now, Eniola has always been loved for her confidence, her energy, her talent in Nollywood. But let's be real, in the past few years, one of the biggest talking points about her has been her weight transformation. See how Eniola was looking like before, and see how she's looking now at 30. Whatever she did, whatever choice she made, it has clearly worked for her, and is showing in the best way possible. At 30, she looks refreshed, glowing, and more comfortable in her own skin than ever before. And honestly, that's the most important part, feeling good about yourself. Eniola is radiating that confidence right now. Her birthday celebration wasn't just about age, it was about a new chapter. You can see from her photos, the videos, that she's embracing life fully, stepping into her 30s with style, elegance, and gratitude. And one thing I admire about her, she didn't let the pressure from social media define her. Instead, she made the changes on her own time, in her own way, and for her own happiness. That's why people are celebrating her so much, because she's a reminder that when you take control of your life, the results speak for themselves. So my people, this is the much we take on this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And as we come to the end of this video, kindly subscribe to my channel, like, share, and leave your comment in the comment section. I will see you in my next video. But before then, don't forget to stay safe, remain kind, and mind your mental health. And watch your weight. Bye, and remain blessed.